In the southern region of the East African nation of Uganda, there is a small place called Degeya. The people of Degeya live in the rural countryside, far from any great cosmopolitan center. There is a paved roadway that passes through, carrying traffic to western Uganda, but most people live off dirt roads in mud brick houses. Most do not have electricity, wood is burned for cooking and heating, not all have clean water, and food is not always plentiful. These people are poor, and most live from day to day. The majority are rural, small, subsistence farmers and day laborers. A few have small businesses, a few work for the government, and some are teachers. Of the 43 million people who live in Uganda, half of them are under the age of 15. And like the rest of Uganda, there are very many children who live in Degeya. These children need to be educated. There is no public education system in Uganda like that in the United States and many other countries. And because the families are poor and because they are spread out across the countryside with poor transportation, it is difficult for parents to provide for their children's education. But the very good news is that there is a new boarding school, a new boarding high school, which will provide many of the children in Degeya with a life-changing educational opportunity. That great opportunity is St. Mary Leticia School, in English, St. Mary of Joy School. Many of the people of Degeya are Christians, and many of them are Catholics who are part of the Catholic Diocese of Masaka, Uganda, which administers St. Mary Leticia School. One of the priests of the Diocese of Masaka is Father Athanasius Keskinde. When asked some years ago what the people of his diocese needed to enhance their lives and their Christian faith, Father Athanasius answered immediately, "The children need education." These young people, he said, desperately need a good, well-rounded education that expands their horizons and helps them meet the challenges of living in the 21st century. He also said that since only a small number of Ugandan youth go beyond high school and on to university study, many need vocational skills. It was to meet this challenge that the nonprofit organization called Uganda Catholic Schools Incorporated was formed, and the project to build St. Mary Leticia Boarding High School was begun. St. Mary Leticia is a co-ed high school, a boarding school that sits on 20 acres of land in the rolling hills of rural southern Uganda, not too many miles from the shores of Lake Victoria. This summer the school will be licensed by the government to operate, and St. Mary Leticia will open at the beginning of the Ugandan school year in January of 2019. The plan for the initial enrollment is for 200 students. As the school grows, it is expected to serve 3 times that many children. The campus includes a classroom building with 4 large classrooms that in the beginning will temporarily serve as part of the boys' dormitory until a permanent dormitory building can be built. The campus includes a girls' dormitory with space for up to 200 students. A multi-purpose building with classrooms, offices, and storage space has also been constructed. One of the first buildings completed was a staff residence with 3 apartments for teachers who will live at the school. In time, additional staff quarters will be built so that more of the teachers can live on campus. There are also buildings for showers and toilets for the students and staff. Utility poles and electric lines have been installed. A banana orchard was planted to provide fruit for the students, and gardens have been created where vegetables are raised. A kitchen building will be built soon to provide meals for students and staff. Recently, Father Athanasius gave a tour of the campus to a group of students and their teacher from a local primary school. What they saw was a spacious campus with sturdy and safe buildings and areas for athletic fields, a place where the children will be given the gift of a quality education. Both Scripture and our own hearts tell us that those who have more have a greater obligation to those who have little. The children of Degea have so little compared to most of us, and we have so much compared to them. Most don't even have a consistent supply of clean water or basic nutrition, or access to regular medical treatment, much less the advantage of a decent, well-rounded high school education. At St. Mary Leticia, most of these basic needs will be met. St. Mary Leticia School is part of the educational ministry of the Catholic Diocese of Masaka, which supervises and operates the school. Father Adrian is a priest of the diocese who works in the diocesan education department.
Good evening, viewers. I'm Father Adrian Semwanga, and I'm happy to be associated with St. Mary Leticia High School. I thank the donors for all the support they have given to the project ever since it started. And we hope 2019 the project will begin. So continue to request for your support so that the project may continue to flourish. Thank you very much.
You have seen the school campus and the buildings which will be used in the education and moral formation of the students. Those students will mainly come from local primary schools. Listen now as some of the primary school students tell you in their own words about their hope and desire to attend St. Mary Leticia School.
Taya Charles Rwanga, and I'm a candidate at Bishop Dung Boarding Primary School. I thank the diocese that has funded our area to build St. Mary Leticia Secondary School at Degea.
I thank the people who have set up that school. I want to be among the first pioneers to attend secondary education from that school.
It will offer me the best academics in my secondary. And I thank the founders of St. Mary Leticia for setting it near our school because it has saved us from the transport burden. Thank you.
They have built for us the good school. I think we will like it, and everybody here, he or she will like it. And I think I will learn, I will work hard and get possible marks.
Catholic school, the school for the Diocese of Masaka. So we would like you to begin thinking about it, and I think many of you will join us and have your secondary education there. This school is going to be called Mary Leticia Secondary School. Have you heard the names? Yes. Mary Leticia Secondary School.
As we approach the opening of St. Mary Leticia School in January of 2019, there is still much that needs to be done. We need to finish wiring the buildings for electric service. We need tables and chairs for the children to take their meals on. We need beds for the children to sleep on. As you saw earlier, there are no beds in the dormitory. The government may supply some desks and chairs. In short, the St. Mary Leticia School is offering not a handout, but a hand up. By helping to give them the gift of the opportunity for an education, you can be part of that hand up. Whatever you are able to give, your gift is a way to reach across thousands of miles to another continent and to help make this wonderful place called St. Mary Leticia possible and make a difference in the lives of these children. Your generosity will be a message to the children and to their parents that you have taken an interest in their lives, that you care. So please remember the wonderful children of Degea. You have heard them tell how important the opportunity to attend St. Mary is to them. dig down and give what money you can to support the school and their dreams and hopes. Scripture says that what we do for the least of our fellow human beings like these children, we do for the God who created us, and that is true. But as you reach into your bank account, you may discover that your gift of money and of personal concern for these children is an even greater gift to you. Thank you, and may God, the Creator and Giver of all, bless you.